on YouTube. Facebook, of course, if you prefer Facebook,
hold on.
Just know.
Hold on. We're going to do the intro again because the sound wasn't on.
Oh, it wasn't on?
Okay, ready? Hold on.
Oh, geez.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs, and welcome to Tipsy Tuesday.
Yes, engineer.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, engineer issues. Sorry, everybody.
Are you still pressing the wrong buttons? Okay, so they have not heard anything I've said.
They didn't hear anything. Our mouths were moving, but.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here on a Tipsy Tuesday.
Thumbs up if you could hear us.
Mr. HP, our masterful producer, usually knows what he's doing.
Let's see. Mr. JP today, jacking up producer.
Jack up producer. But again, thank you for being here. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, because that is the most reliable way to find us and our shows on YouTube. Facebook is, of course, an option. Just know it's harder to find older shows on Facebook, and now they are erasing them after about a month, I think. So always you can watch all the shows, go way back if you watch on YouTube. So subscription is good. It's free. It's just good. Easy to find. Yeah. And of course, we love for you to interact with us throughout the show. We have a giveaway at the end, so stick around for that giveaway question. Thumbs up, hearts, all appreciated.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
Yay. And if you know somebody that loves quilting as much as you do, and perhaps is a stripologist wannabe, make sure you share our shows with them, because we always have so much fun, so much going on, lots of information, tip of the days, and all that good stuff.
Everybody's got thumbs up now. They can hear us.
I love it.
Wait,
good.
someone said no sound again.
Huh?
Huh?
No, there's thumbs up. So lots of hearts.
Mary Ellen, can you hear us, Mary Ellen?
I don't think it's going to work for you to just talk louder, honey.
Mary Ellen, can you hear us?
Okay.
Well,
let's move on with the show. We have lots to get to today. It's been a busy week. Is there ever a non-busy week? We had a great weekend, though, I have to say. We had a wild week last week. Yeah. And just be traveling and living the rock star life a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was
that one.
I'm not sure if it was rock star.
And so the weekend was awesome. We got to relax and just
maybe a little too relaxed.
Catch our breaths. Maybe you're too relaxed.
I'm JP today.
Yeah. But let's start with announcing our winners from last show. So our 300th show was last week. So big celebration. So we had three winners from the giveaway question. I asked this simple question: at what age did you start quilting? And we have three winners.
Say the winners.
Are you putting them all on the screen?
Yeah, I'll put it all together.
All right. Susan Rogers, Connie Cabby, and Hollis Leonardi. Congratulations! Yay. Woo! So Susan started at 62. So never too late or never too early to start quilting. Just telling you that. Age is just a number. Connie started when she was 20 and sewed her own clothes in 7th grade. But Hollis started when she was 43. So
nice.
I love it. It's all over the map.
Yeah.
And it's all good. We all belong together. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And behind you, sir, you want to show them the quilt that you have hanging behind you. It's a favorite, but it's a version that not many have seen. This is Athena. You got to put yourself on the big screen.
Like that?
Yes. Athena. But in the book, I made it all with blue and white fabrics. And this one is my scrappy one, or a colorful one.
That's awesome.
One of our colorful versions. Love it. And behind me, I have a couple of Frankies. I'm hanging out with Frankie today.
Hey, Frankie.
This version is made from Sunday Brunch, which is a line by, who is this by?
What's the name?
Basic Gray. I do think so. Moda Fabrics. Love it. And I know there's only just a couple of bundles left over from that one. And this one is the original from the Stripology Quickies book. This is the one I made from Seth Apter's Storyboard Fabrics. I do believe that's the name. Yes. And it's the one featured in the book. So excited about that. But we're going to dive right into our tip of the day. Second Tuesday of the month always means we're going to take a traditional classic block and show you how easily it is to stripologize. So check this one out. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a classic quilt block and show you how easily it can be stripologized. This block is called Road to Oklahoma, and it was first published in 1935. This classic coloration with just 2 colors is very traditional, but you could of course change that. To break this block down, let's take a look at our worksheet that you can find on our website for free. We have the typical block set. It is a 4-patch or can be broken down into a 16-patch. We have instructions for a 10-inch, 8-inch, and a 6-inch block. And then you have a grid here that you can use to color it any which way you like, because you can definitely use more than just 2 fabrics to make this block. So looking at the block, this really consists of just squares and then half square triangles. So the instructions conversion found here in the Master Your Stripology Rulers book would only apply for the half square triangles that are going to be found on page 9, the conversion chart, making 1 at a time or 2 at a time. So you would be cutting using the conversion to do either 2.5-inch finished for a 10-inch block, 2-inch finished, or 1.5-inch finished for a 6-inch block. Now, if I were to wanting to make more than 1 block, of course, I would probably be using the 8 at a time method, so I can be more efficient making multiple half square triangles. But with only 4, if you're making 1 block, you can just make 2 at a time. So as this block is constructed too, we could actually break it down further into a 4-patch, which consists of an actual pieced 4-patch, and then the corner units, which are the 2 half square triangles, and then the 2 squares. So again, if I were to be making this for a large quilt, I would probably cut some strips, strip piece my units to make my 4 patches, and then this block would come together really easily. So check it out, free on our website. Let's take a look at how this block looks in a typical horizontal layout. So this layout will show you how it is. Each block is placed exactly the same. Of course, this could be changed up with a horizontal layout just by turning every other block, and we'll get a different design. And here is an example of using this block in an on-point setting. And so totally different look, gives a really interesting secondary pattern throughout the whole quilt. I hope you try this very simple but interesting block. there it is, our block number 4, Road to Oklahoma. I see some of you in the comments are saying I already made a quilt using this block. It's a very basic, but it actually is kind of fun because it is asymmetrical, so you can turn it different ways and create different layouts with it. So don't be afraid, and you can make it super scrappy or just a 2-color like I showed you. Very versatile and fun. Okay, let's dive into some news and what we got been working on and got going on. First off, if you have been with us for a while and know how to log into your account on our website, there's going to be a tiny bit of a change. So now when you log in, you go to the same spot and click that little half person in the top right corner on the website, and you get to the login page. Now it's just going to look something like this. So you will just add your email. You can also sign in with Shop. If you have the Shop app, you can do that. But if you put in your email, you hit continue, you will get a code sent to your email, and you would just plug in that 6-digit code and submit and log in this way. I'm sure you have other websites or other places where this is the traditional login now. This is all for security reasons. This is recommended by our provider. And so there's like, I think, a deadline to get it, to switch it over to this. And we just decided to do it sooner than later because it's going to be more secure for you. So again, don't really have to remember any passwords anymore. So you would just get a code every time sent to your email to log in. So that is going to be the change. So I just wanted to let all of you know so you wouldn't freak out next time you were logging in thinking something was very different. Now, if you have used Shop to sign in, that is the Shopify app. You can also do that same way, hit that Shop and you get a code and then you're logged in automatically. Same way. So 2 ways to do that. Okay, any questions? Let me know. Great. Thank you so much. A new tattoo? Oh, I think it's because I wasn't wearing my watch in the video earlier. And so they really noticed my tattoo that's always underneath my watch strap. I only have one. Yeah.
You've had it for a little minute.
Have it? Well, yeah, since we got married.
Uh-huh.
There it is.
That's so cute.
And you got one too, matching.
I don't got one. Okay.
Okay.
I do.
Somebody mentioned Dangerous. So our 2 regular segments that we're doing on our monthly on our tip of the day or Tipsy Tuesday is our classic blocks, and then our current ongoing Dangerous block of the month. This is our fun scrap project. If you've been following along, it has been available on our website. We always do the classic blocks on the 2nd Tuesday of the month, and then Dangerous is on the 4th Tuesday of the month. So just so you know, couple of weeks, we'll have our 3rd block for Dangerous. But of course, if you already purchased, which currently this is free, so all you have to do is go put it in your cart and go through the checkout process. You already will get all of the patterns that have come out, so the first 2 and the intro to it all. And then every month I will automatically add the current pattern to your account. So again, you got it all for free so far, right? Mm-hmm. If you purchased for free, you will get all of it for free. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up. Next week, this has been a promotional period for the first 4 months. Well, 4 months. And because of we were celebrating our 10 years of Stripology, we brought this one back. So it's been free for everybody. So if you haven't gone and purchased yet, I advise you to go do so, because Monday the price will go to $9.95, which is still a pretty cheap price for a block of the month pattern.
For sure.
That has, like, each one is like 4 or 5 pages.
For sure.
But it's a really fun project. It's a great way to practice your little scant 1/4 inch seams, using up your scraps. It's all squares and rectangles, no triangles. And it's really fun seeing all your blocks when you post them in the crew. So we'll have to have a little show and tell for Dangerous.
Yeah,
here
good
soon.
idea.
Yeah, so many versions. So some of you are saying it's an awful way to sign in. I understand, but we have no choice to switch over to this. As you probably have seen other websites do, there is a deadline for everybody to have this way of signing in. It's much more secure. All your information will be more secure this way.
Great. Don't have to remember my password.
Yeah, you just have to go be able to access your email to get the code. Anyways, but I think though, if you're using your same device, you can stay logged in. So I know on my devices, I can stay logged in. And so like every once in a while, it logs me out and I have to do this again. So you wouldn't necessarily have to do this every time you go to the website unless you sign out before you leave it. So if you are secure with your device, I think you can stay logged in for a while. Okay. Talking about the dangerous, so it would be fun to see how many of you are joining in and are dangerous. So you can't show this one yet. Can't show this one yet. Block 3 is not up yet. Two more.
What?
Did you show this already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. That was put
they
in
already seen the quilt, so it's not a big deal.
That was put in the folder. That's what I showed. Let's put it in the folder.
All right, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, it just has the next name, which is our next detective. So I wanted to keep that a secret.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll see. That's all right.
I'm just the producer.
This last one was Jane Rizzoli, and what I thought was really fun, some of you said that you pieced that block while watching an episode of Rizzoli and Isles, which I thought that's a really cool way to do it because, well, not all of these detectives will have a show, but many of them do. So that's what I thought was really fun. Okay, anyways, let's move on to our Stripology Quickies Club. We have our next full class coming out tomorrow morning, and that is Gigi. So the prep video was in your account 2 weeks ago if you were subscribed to the whole thing or if you purchased the individual class. So your full video will be there tomorrow morning. And I have to say, this quilt is so quick and fun to do. Very simple. It's kind of a different process in piecing it than you normally would just kind of chain piece all the steps. So I really enjoy making this quilt. And it's so, honestly, it's so quick. It works for so many different fabrics. So check it out, try it out. I love the one that I pieced throughout the class. So here's my version that, we've already made a few of these, but here's my version that I pieced in the class. Yeah, so actually it's upside down, but not a big deal. You can have it go, the arrows going down or arrows going up. But this is made out of the Melrose bundle that we have. That's a Moda fabric line, pretty graphic and fun prints. So I really love this. Of course, it's always better to see it in person. So you will see it in person soon, but I really love it. And you quilted it for me.
Sure did.
For us. Love that. So check out Gigi class coming up tomorrow. And speaking of Stripology clubs, our Stripology Lil Pattern Club will have its first debut class go live this coming Thursday. That's April 10th. It's always going to be on the 10th of each month, every other month. So April, and the next one will be June, and then August, October, December, February. Yeah, 6 a year. And so this first one, of course, is our Little Inga. We've been talking about Little Inga for a while. That's a really fun one. This club focuses on our mini rulers, our Stripology mini rulers. And of course, all of those patterns are kind of laid out as a table runner. They're smaller blocks, but they can, of course, become whatever else, placemats, toppers, quilts, whatever you want to make from them. But it's a great way to learn how to use your little rulers. It uses either charm packs or 5-inch squares, or you can use our little bundles. So this coming Friday, on our Friday show, we will be showing you some Little Ingas and also reveal our first Goodies Lil Bundle Club fabric. So that is our subscription, our fabric club, and our first little bundle was shipped on April 1st. So some of you may want to use it for Inga if you are a subscriber, but I will be revealing it all on Friday. So that's exciting. And with that being said, once this kicks off, as we announced when we introduced the little club, the Pattern Club, the Stripology Pattern Club, the 6-month program, the whole year, had a special price, which will change on Thursday. So just a couple more days, well, actually, one more day and a half to get that full 6-month special price. And it's pretty much half price. You can, of course, pick and choose and purchase the individual classes on their own, which is exciting. If you are looking for a way to take a class, in-person class, our Stripology Shop partner shops, many of them, well, most of them, have a program with the little patterns. So they are the only place where you can buy the patterns in a paper format. And then some of them are running it as a club. Some of them are offering it as classes. I think most of them are doing kits with the patterns. So we're going to show you some colorways that they have made their little Ingas, and I can't wait to see what it is. So you can find a list of our shop partners on our website under Stripology, and there's going to be Stripology Shop Partner Shops, and you can see the listing there on a map and see where they are. And we're always adding stores to our community of shops, so we're very excited. And that's where you'll find specific Stripology products, specific Stripology education and knowledge, and community, to in-person community. So we love that. Love that. Is Little Inga in a book? No, none of these patterns are in a book. All the little patterns will be standalone and only available from us as a PDF as a part of the club for now. And the only place you can find them is our Stripology Shop partner shops as a printed pattern for now. For now. All right. Any other questions on Little Pattern Club? Love it. Jennifer says she was going to try and not peek at the Bundle Club shipment yet, but will you make it till Friday? We'll see. Okay. Speaking of subscription clubs, Color Club, which is in our 4th year, was shipped on Monday. So we always ship on the 5th of the month. That's every month. And we pick a color. As many of you know, 5 half yards are in every shipment. And this one should be delivering to you, some of you that are close to GE. And we're excited about that one. I'll be revealing that one a week from today, not Friday. So lots of reveals coming up.
Yeah. Jeez.
And then we have our big Bundle Club is also an April shipment, which is April 20th.
Wow.
So even more reveals in April.
Love it.
That's exciting. I love reveals.
So many exciting things.
Love fabric. That's great. So if you missed our show last week, Friday's show, we also launched our Mother's Day themed perfect pairing boxes. So these are gift boxes that have fabric, patterns, other kinds of goodies, notions, fun, gifty things, all packaged in a pretty box, perfect to gift for Mother's Day or any other occasion, or to yourself. So these are, curated specifically by all of us. I love to pick those and pick them and how they come together. They have some coordinating fabrics. We have 12 different ones offered this year, and I wanted to mention it right away. They were flying off the shelf. So we are taking orders now. We will ship them a little bit later in plenty of time for Mother's Day. If you want, you can put a little note in the order, and we can write a personalized card if you want to have it shipped straight to the recipient. So check it out. Let me show you the 12. So I know some of them always sell out because there's always a popular one, and I saw 2 of them were pretty low right before the show. So I wanted to show you all the different versions. We try and theme it to different tastes, different themes, and it's always really fun to see what appeals to people. So this first one is called Amor, and this has some beautiful motif fabrics, blues and creams, and this will be great for any pattern that uses lights and darks. I picked the Aria pattern because that's perfect for that. But then you'll see those 1 yard, so there'll be 3 different 1 yards along with a 12-piece half yard bundle in there. Those 1 yards are specifically picked to go with it, to go with the collection of half yards. You can incorporate them or you can use them. We always have one in there that's a perfect like little focus print or an accent print that pulls out a color that is not in the line. So you'll see there's also a special coloring book in there that we created with some colored pencils, some notions, and every box is gonna have the G-Easy chocolate balls.
Nice.
Yes. This next one is called Anglers, for somebody that loves up north fishing or has family of fishermen in their midst. So this one is great. This is a Wilmington collection, beautifully themed, very much at the cabin type of theme, and some great patterns to go with it, including Nova, which works great for those types of colors. The next one is called Blooming Meadow. Beautiful florals. I love the violets and the pinks with those robin's egg blue, a little bit of green, and some gold to make all those other colors pop and the flowers pop. Combined with the June pattern, these will make a beautiful quilt. Then we have a Bold Artistry. This is our Allison Glass. Beautifully bright fabrics paired with a Lexi pattern. I think it would be fantastic. Colorful Lexi, whether you choose to just mix up the colors or choose a background with it. Love how this one, well, in my head, love how it turns out in my head. I haven't seen it actually made. Next up is Cheerful. This is a beautiful collection, beautiful greens and golden buttery yellows and some grays paired with the Amelie pattern. We have Delightful is this next one. I think this one was one of the popular ones. This one is a Cloud 9 collection, which is organic prints. I love these prints. They're so unique and fun. Really unique greens and golds and peach in the prints. A little bit of honey with the honeybees in there, but nothing too much, but just a delightful combination paired with the Ariel pattern. We have Frolicking. This is a Ruby Star collection, the bundle, and every print has little animals, different animals on it. Very colorful. I love the unique colors too, and they're so cute. Those animals are so cute. Paired with some fun prints and the Hope pattern, which will make a really colorful hope. And next up is Natural Elegance. I think this was a hot one too. Beautifully earthy prints in the Cove. I think this collection is called Cove. I love it. It's very abstract but rich. So we picked the Trinity pattern. We'll make a really contemporary Trinity using these amazing prints. And they're really pretty, so they would be perfect for those bigger blocks of Trinity. Then we have Playful, and so a 12-piece bundle of the carousel line, and these are beautifully bright prints from Wyndham. I already used this fabric for my Quinn quilt in the Quickies book, but I love the idea of using it in Valerie, using either the white or the black as an accent to make those colors pop. Then we have a Halloween Lovers box. This is called Spooky. Beautifully classic grays, blacks, oranges, and creams paired with the Venus pattern would make a really fun Halloween quilt. I love this. I still have to pick my fabric for my Halloween quilt this year. It's got to be at least one. every year. Then we have Tranquil, beautiful greens and creams. This is an Andover collection, and pairing it with Kira would make a really striking Kira with some great contrast, have some fun options for layouts. And so this one is a great option for very classic traditional prints. And there's one more, Vivid. Oh, look at the color in this. Beautiful florals, bright pinks and violets and turquoise, teals, a little bit of purple, like a deep blue purple. These are so vibrant and fun, and see that ombre print at the top with all the florals. This is going to make a really cool Nelly if you use like a white background or a light background. It could be a light gray or white to really make these florals just shine. So check out those perfect pairing boxes for Mother's Day or any day. They always sell out, so the more variety, the better. And like I said, we have a couple that were really close to being gone. If you're just looking for something smaller or something maybe to suggest for your family, we also created a gift guide, a Mother's Day gift guide. So it's just a way to make it easy. They're kind of grouped by price ranges or what you're kind of going for. It's also gift cards, so check it out. This is found on our website, so you can easily click through and give your family some suggestions or find something really special for somebody in your life that has been somebody that you want to honor as a mother figure in your life. So check that out. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, they did a great job with that one. I love also all the flowers. The tulips are something I love. I always have tulips this time of year. Got so my first bunch of tulips this week.
Cute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have some brand new fabric in the store, and they are very springy and fun. This is a collection by Wilmington, and it's called Paisley. What's it called? Paisley Punch. Paisley Punch. So really pretty, very unique colorway, which is why I was gravitating towards it. So these beautiful kind of lighter blue, which has just a tad bit of a lavender hue to it. And we have beautiful bold florals, big flowers paired with some beautiful paisley in this big, this is the largest print in the line. But I really love how rich the color is without being in your face bright. So it's really nice and soft, but still saturated, good color. So this is one of the largest prints, I would say. We have just a tad bit smaller. Love the depth in this one. You'll see in the background there are some kind of tone-on-tone leaves in there. You'll have little, I think these might be bluebirds, little birds, little butterflies in this print. So really nice, a tad bit lighter blue than this first one. Then we have an all over paisley with all of the colors. Check this out. Adding some different hues of pink in here, and then the greens. And I love that there's not just one tone of green. There's anything from the bright green to the lime green. So lots of great variety in here. Really rich prints. So then we have a small floral, just kind of the daisies in different prints on a calmer background still with some texture. Love that texture in there. Some leaves floating around, a little bit darker blue too. So giving it some dimension. And we have some dragonflies. Isn't that pretty? So a tad bit darker blue and the dragonflies. I love that they are a couple of different colors, but very, and I love that they're tossed as well. They're kind of fly in different directions, so you don't have to worry about direction with any of these. They're all kind of tossed. Maybe this is the only one that has direction, but even if you cut it up, you wouldn't barely notice because of the florals. And then with the blues, we have a tone on tone, a really nice leaf texture, And color, you can see a little mottled color, kind of a suede texture in the underneath. So very nice with the blues. Love this plaid, diagonal plaid, kind of tying all the colors together. You'll see the pink and the green and the blue, obviously, but then there's this pop of gold that you can see in the center of the flowers. So it's nice to tie it all together with this plaid. Then we go into a cream background, large floral paisleys, same as we have in the blue here. But I love that this is not white. It's kind of almost a buttery yellow, but probably would call it creamy, yeah, barely yellow. It's kind of a dark cream. Buttercream maybe. And then we have a larger print of daisies. So hard to see, but these are big blooms, white daisies with the yellow centers and then smaller pink flowers around. So this is the only other one that is a little bit directional, but again, if you cut it up, I don't think you would barely notice. We have the dragonflies in a pink background, so going more into our warmer pinks here. We have the print with the birds and the butterflies. And I saw the birds somewhere. Oh yeah, they're here, they are. Here's the little bird in the pink background. So a nice light pink. And then the last print is that same tone on tone in a little bit darker hue of pink, rounding out this beautifully soft collection. Paisley Punch. I always want to say Paisley Park. You wonder why.
Yeah.
All right, so I pulled some different colors here. We're starting on the blue. So starting with just a soft light blue. This is Bumbleberry's Zenor Blue. So it goes kind of the lightest tones with the lightest blues, and it pulls from all the different blue hues in the collection. And then I went with kind of a little bit darker blue. Well, this is a dry brush. It's called just dry brush blue. It has all the lighter, has all the darker, because you'll see those darker blues in some of the flowers and in here in the plaid. So I wanted to include just a little bit darker blue to pull those out and kind of sharpen things up. And then because these have kind of a lavender hue to it, I pulled, this one is called Glaze in the Lavender Dust. So yes, it is more lavender than all of them, but once you put it with them, you can kind of see the lavender tones coming out in all the other prints. And obviously, if you put it here with this plaid, it makes perfect sense. It kind of ties all those tones together. So I pulled a couple of lighter prints if you wanted to add some more lights to it. Again, this is more creamy, so this is spotted in the ecru color. A perfect match kind of with that creamy background. And then another option would be the dimples in the pearl. So dimples pearl is always a go-to, a classic option. Then we go into some of the pinks. I started with this lighter pink. This is a grunge blush. Has a little bit of that lavender bits in it, so it is perfect for this collection. Works great. And then a little bit darker, I went with the Chalk and Charcoal in the Camellia. That is a perfect match because it has the lighter hues of the lighter pinks and then some darker with the darker pinks. So either way, it works great. And then I wanted another punch. So I brought a glaze in here, cochineal. I have no idea still how to pronounce this. I will find out at some point. But glaze, this is a beautiful pink color, subtle but sharp at the same time. So pulling out all those darker pinks, this works great. So you could use that for a little bit of punch. Now I wanted to bring in some accent, and I of course went with the green and all the different greens in here. So you could go two ways. You could go a sharp green with a glaze fern. So it is darker, but still has the light tones that really work well, as you can see, with the lighter tones of the leaves. So that would be kind of a nice sharp accent. Or you could go with something a little bit lighter, more on the lime green. So I chose the spotted pistachio, so nothing too bright, but a perfect tone with those lime greens. So there it is, our Paisley Punch by Danielle Leone for Wilmington Fabrics. So pretty. I'm seeing have been seeing some of your comments throughout the show. There's some snowstorms that there's like, you think this spring and then all of a sudden it cools down. We had a little cool down this morning. Yeah. We had some storms yesterday and this morning and it felt cooler, but it also kind of took away our humidity. So it felt really nice.
True that.
Really nice. But I did put on a sweatshirt outside, which is, yeah. But so seeing a little bit of spring is always a beautiful thing. You can always bring spring anywhere with you when you have it in fabric.
Spring is a beautiful thing.
Yes. Now, let's finish off with our giveaway question. If you answer the question, just answer it in the comments. You're automatically entered for our giveaway. We'll announce the winner on our next show next week. Here's my question. What is the most unusual food you have ever tried? Do I even have to ask you this?
Interesting. I don't think shark is unusual.
Shark is not unusual?
Nah.
Not in Iceland, but anywhere else it is. It's just nasty.
It's nasty.
Well, I would think like chitlins is unusual.
That's a regular deal.
For me.
Here. That's a regular deal.
That's
right
what
there
I'm
in the
saying.
ghetto.
It's unusual for Iceland, but it's not here.
What would be unusual for you?
Unusual.
Other than
you would also think eating like sheep testicles would be unusual, but in Iceland it's not.
Okay, well, I guess.
Or horse meat. Yep. So I don't know. I've eaten a lot of unusual food. I think it's more you.
Yeah. Just give me some grits and eggs. That's enough for me.
I would say some of the Icelandic stuff is probably the most unusual.
Yeah,
I would guess. For you.
Well, let's see what folks say. How about some lizard? Raccoon. Oh, boy.
Maybe some, like, frog legs is weird to me because we don't have frogs in Iceland.
That's a regular deal.
It's a regular deal. Eating
Head
alligator might be unusual for people.
Alligator.
Head cheese. Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Some cricket.
Alligator. I've had alligator.
Deep fried scorpion.
Ooh, not tried that. I'm not sure I would.
Seal
That is going to be very interesting. Yeah, whale meat I've eaten puffin.
Not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh yeah, that's a delicacy. That's a delicacy in Iceland. Oh, and I think in Scandinavia too.
Frog legs. Mm-hmm. Rattlesnake. Ooh, Betty Lynn, why are you eating them rattlesnakes? Whoa.
Okay, I think we have to move on. Although this is fascinating.
This is interesting.
This is fascinating.
Oh, some beef brains. Okay,
let's move on.
Sorry. All right.
This is a great week at GE, and for all of you, it's a 4-show week for us. So we have our show today, of course, and then tomorrow morning, One Yard Wednesday, great deals on fabrics, and we have our Happy Friday show this coming Friday. One Yard Wednesday is 9:30. Happy Friday is 12 p.m. on Friday. Remember, revealing the Bundle Club, and it is a So Great Saturday. So Great Saturday week is coming on this Saturday, 10 a.m. And I think everybody is excited about the next cooking segment by the producers.
Yeah.
They are learning.
See what they got cooking.
We'll see what they got going on today for Saturday. And then Tipsy Tuesday will be here back a week from today. That is going to be Tuesday, April 15th. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
15th at 4 p.m. Central. So that is it for us. Thank you all for being a part of the show today. We apologize for the silence at the beginning.
Who did that?
Somebody's going to work on that. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
To the groove, it's the place to stay. GE Designs got the Stripology way. Quilting with the beat, you feel that heat. We're the rulers of the strips, every inch so neat. Lay your fabric here, lay it right here. Cut it right there, cut it right there. Precision in the rhythm can't help but stare. From morning to night we cut and we care. Every quilt a masterpiece, nothing can compare. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilter's paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice. That's the funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah. It's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and stroll. We're jamming with the quilts in control. Oh, everybody now, lift up those strips, Feel the stripology, adding flair to your life. From edge to edge, we groove through the night. Sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilter's paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Lay your fabric here, cut it right there. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. Quilter's paradise.